answer we have to a generation is evidence. No talking. Listen, NSPPDians, you will never see this man.
The phrase, why are you after pastors in Nigeria? Why can't you just mind your own lane and leave those pastors to do what God called them to do? What is your problem? Today is with this pastor, the other day it is another pastor. Why are you having problems in pastors in Nigeria? You want to tell me the one you are doing is right, and whatever the pastors are doing in Nigeria, they are wrong. You are wrong. What do you mean? That, okay, Jesus is in Lazarus. See, what did Jesus say to his disciples? He said, the work I have done, that they will do the greater one, greater of what he has done. That is what these pastors are doing. If your one is not working for you, please ask them, go close to them, ask them what they are doing, that God is answering their prayers and not answering yours. You want to tell me that you will have a church, you cannot even count one miracle that God has been doing through your ministry. That means you have to close down that ministry and face your Facebook or your acting, whatever. Why are you coming up with this one that Pastor Jerry? Let me tell you something you don't understand. You can use a grown-up to stage manage, but you cannot use kids. That's one thing you fail to understand. And using not even kids in Africa, kids in this country. You can't manipulate kids in this country. Yes, you can't manipulate children in this country. It's not possible. If you don't know it, you cannot. Why so much hatred on these pastors in Nigeria? Why? If your one is not working, like I said, go close to them and know what they are doing. That God is even answering them. The other day, it was Papunyedipo. And I don't even know how you come out from that one. Now you have landed that the free. Does it mean you have all the time in this world? That you'll be following pastors bumper to bumper and leave what you're supposed to do and be watching them and know what is happening? Why can't you just mind your own business and mind your own lane? Why are you following pastors bumper to bumper to know what they are doing? Because if you are not watching this, how will you know these things? So you have time in the world to come and start watching pastors, what they are doing in their ministry. How are you taking care of your own sheep? So you don't have anything to do again. They just, everything they are doing, just be monitoring and see what they are doing there. It's only foolish one that would believe what you are saying. You are trying to mislead children. You can't mislead people that have sense. This is just pure antichrist. You are against Christianity. The other day it was tight. If it's not, there are some people they are not complaining. But you are so righteous that the freeze. And God is not using you to do what they're using all those pastors to do in Nigeria. You are so righteous. And God is not using you mindfully. And to ask yourself questions. If you are the one that know what is in the Bible, you have to know what is in the Bible, God is supposed to be using. You're supposed to even go close to all those pastors in Nigeria. He's supposed to come there and be using you. Why is it that God is not using you and choose to use them? Now you are coming back to Pastor Jerry. I can see you have a lot of time in this world. Honestly, you have a lot of time. But I can advise you that just mind your business and mind your lane. If you don't like what other person is doing, just forget them and mind your business. You are there. I've never for one day come out and talk about all these things that happen in Nigeria. Or call them out the way you're calling pastors out. All the politicians are call them governors. Call them out and tell them what they are doing. Pop and blame is not good the way you're talking to pastors. Is it only where pastors are? That's where your strength lies. Something I don't really understand where you are. You are popular. It's not that you are trying to chase clout or something like that. But I don't know why you choose to do it. That's why I say it's pure antichrist. Repair your country. Call your politicians. Call them in order. Not to be calling pastors. Pastors are not your problem. Go and face your problem. If I have a problem, go and sort your problem. Pastors are not your problem. Anytime pastors in Nigeria travels abroad and maybe God uses them to perform miracle, it will be your problem. It will be a topic at the Flix platform. Why? There are crippled ones in Nigeria, blind one, deaf one in Nigeria. Why God is not healing them? Why is it in the UK that God is healing people? I too know, man of God, but God is not using you. God is not performing that miracle through you. How many people have been coming to that your church that can say, yes, God has changed their life? You are preaching through all the things you are doing. You better close down that ministry and just face your career. Allow your PTs to listen to what Pastor Jerry said. You think he has your time. He doesn't have your time. You just want to drag somebody that doesn't even have time. Just drag yourself the way you are dragging yourself.
And people of God, listen. The NSPPD never started for testimonies. We didn't start with coming to have testimonies, let people be testifying. No, it was not our vision. Along the line, God decided to make this place a house of wonder, a house of the miraculous. Listen, we are not desperate. There's nothing about this. Whatever God says he will do, he will do. But listen, whether God is still healing people, he's still healing. Whether the cripple are still walking, the cripple are still, whether the blind eyes are still opening. Answer we have to a generation is evidence. No talking too much. No answering anybody. No coming to go back and forth. No. Listen, NSPPDians, you will never see this man here reply anybody. I don't have that kind of time. I don't have time. There are more important things to do for God. People of God. Look at the arranged miracle. No, she was never on a wheelchair. Look at the parents saying, NSPPDians, wherever you are, help me wave your hands to the.
This one no be bobo. Nobody bobo us. It happened live in Twickenham, and today we have our evidence. Our daughter has become far much more better than what she used to be before. What God cannot do
does not exist. Did you hear what he said? Did you hear what he said? He doesn't have time. He will never have time. And he will not stoop so low where you are to answer you. So if you are angry that that God is using them to perform this miracle and God is working through them, go inside your room, lock yourself up for 3 days, fast and ask God, what is the problem that he is not using you? And he will tell you your problem. Probably one of your problem is what you are doing, with them. That's one of your problem. And because it's what you don't like, it will not attract. You don't like it, so it will not come to you. Might be one of your problem. Then go ahead and ask God the rest of your problems, so they will know where to start. Stand up and be saying all the things you are saying. What does that mean? No even knows whether some people they use their sense. I don't know whether they use their sense. Somebody will be telling you something. Instead of you to just go and make your own research, you start talking about rubbish. They use una sense. More know that a lot of people they do that. The freeze has been there and seen fake miracle, fake water, healing water, oil, whatever. So the freeze has never for one day come and call those people. Anywhere you see true miracle are happening, that's where that the freeze will stand up and start saying things against it. If you see where there is fake miracle, you will never see that the freeze to say anything. He will not say anything. He will just keep calm and be watching it. He will do a reaction video. He will not call them out for the first time. He will not be the first person to call these people out and say what they are doing is wrong. It's where he see that God is using people to perform miracle. That is where the freeze will stand against pure antichrist. I pity people that will listen all these things and just trying to shift. If you have not been a candidate of miracle, I have been. And these people have not seen them in my own eyes. They have not touched me. But God has used them in one way or the other to bless my life. So keep deceiving those you can deceive. And people that don't even know what they're supposed to do. Pastor this, pastor that, pastor this, pastor that. Just one. And say God is not using you. Thank you so much, beauties, for watching. See you all in my next. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Bye-bye.